I want to show you what we did outside yesterday. I had gotten some tin. By the way, we had some winds here and it blew my tin all over the backyard there. But I'd gotten this tin from Bobby. I went over to see him the other day. I was going to get a few pieces. He said, take it all. I'm going to haul it to the dump if you don't. So he had some of this that was painted red. I like the red. So I put the 3 pieces of red over here together. And on the other side, I put the rusty pieces. And then me and Bill did that piece up top out of what we had left. And I got one more piece of that white, and I'm thinking about putting it over here. So I got the rusty stuff down at the bottom. But I think I can take the one piece I have left and cut me enough to come down even with the bottom of where the building tin is, so that it comes out along that same line. That'll just make this side look more finished. And this is the side that when I sit on the couch and look out the window, this is the side of the building I see. This other side of the building kind of faces the woods, and from the road, if you get your angle just right, you might can see the back side of it, but not so much. So the idea that, you know, it has more of the old tin showing just is what it is. It's not a problem for me. Not anything's going to keep me awake at night. I also need to finish my gable up there, and I have bought a neat little window for that. I was looking for a window, and I was thinking, yeah, probably just like I've got hundreds, y'all know that. I got a lot of windows at home just nailed to the side of the building and this and that. There's probably plenty of old windows around. I thought it'd be neat if I could find a small window that would actually open for ventilation. I went on Amazon, I found this little thing. This is a little 14 by 28 window. It's not actually big enough for anybody to crawl through unless they were mighty skinny. Mighty skinny. And it opens, it has a screen, it has a lock. With shipping and everything, it's like 38 bucks. I figured, heck, it's worth 38 bucks to have a nice looking window that opens. You know, down here, there'll be plenty of heat from the sun. It's not an insulated building. It'd be nice to go up there and flip a window open. That way you get some airflow through this thing to get the air in and out of it on a hot day. The other thing I'm going to be doing is anchoring these rafters to the studs. And me and Bill was talking about this yesterday. What they do down here, they sort of consider that to be tornado protection. They'll take a cross piece, maybe not exactly like that, but something like that, and just tie those two together. I'm going to be doing that. I still have all the screws to put in here. I still want to continue that wall all the way to the top and then go around back and continue the wall. And I might I'm kind of kicking around the idea about making my outside back wall, which is actually going to be my inside wall inside the shed. But I was thinking about making it out of some of this tin. Like if somebody came and broke in here and they wanted to get inside of that, I was thinking about using press board to go to the top, but I also thought, well, I could take some of this tin and I'll have an inside wall already, and then I could use the tin for the back wall rather than use up a piece of press board. And then I can take, I think I've got about two more sheets of press board over here, and I could take and put them inside here. Maybe start about, you know, midway and go down to the ground and cut that. I don't want any wood to touch the ground other than these railroad ties, because if you do, termites will crawl up in that. But I was thinking I could run like a 2x from about the top of this railroad tie up to a point up here, and then put me a piece of press board there. That way if anybody tries to come in, you know, it'll give me something to nail the bottoms of these two, and it'll also make it a little bit harder to kick the sides out of this building. I changed my blocks to railroad ties here. Bill kind of suggested that, and I thought it was a good idea because I'm going to want to have a door here. And of course with those blocks there's nothing down below to attach your door to. So what I can do is come to the edge of each one of those blocks, come up with the 2x, have me a cross header up top, then I'll have something to swing a door. I'll make me 2 doors out of plywood. I've got a couple of plywood sheets over here. I can make me 2 doors out of plywood and tin, put a lock on that, And that way people won't be coming in here. Well, hopefully. That's the whole idea, is to try to discourage the honest thieves, I guess the dishonest thief. Sometimes you just have to make it harder for them, you know, so that it's just not worth the trouble you have to go through to do something, you know, bad. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I think I'll start today by finishing this inside piece I was talking about, where I'm going to close up this back wall. And then I'll go cut those 2 pieces of tin. A lot of these still haven't had the screws put in them good and sturdy. So there's I still got a lot of places where I got to finish screwing the screws in. But we'll get to all of that a little bit at a time. Okay.